Is this the beginning of the end for Call of Dragons? Many seem to think so. With the new decorations that have been implemented this week, they are basically the equivalent of T6 troops, but only for pay to win. Approximately 10,000 US dollars will buy you the exact same strength as if your account had T6 troops. So this is pretty groundbreaking. I'm gonna go into details about exactly how much it costs, as well as some of the things you can do as a free-to-play or low spender to still get some buffs and not be completely outclassed, and go into depth as to exactly what are the buffs, how it is so broken, and what is going to happen to Call of Dragons with a change so bad that it will make it so that pay-to-win players have way more power than anybody else. First, I've seen this before, this is not news. Now, when you go into your city, you click here, you have these legendary ones. So there's 5 of them. You can activate them, and if you have them at level 1 like I do, you get 2.5% attack, so 0.5 each. There's also 3 more here that have a 0.2% buff. So these are like sub-legendary. They're still legendary, but they're a lot like cheaper, a lot less strong. And there's also 3 epic ones, which are going to be also giving buffs. So if you click on the little thing here, it'll show you basically that you can level it up to level 9 and get 5 attack, 5 defense, and 3% damage dealt. So 13% buff, and this is the same for every one of them, which will total a huge amount of buff, 13 times 5 basically, so over 60% buff. But not only that, but 15% damage dealt total. This is way more powerful than attack and defense. It's insanely powerful. In total, if you have 5 of these activated, your marches will be about 25% stronger than they are currently. Now, the other ones also give buff, but it's like 3% each, so 6%, and there's no damage dealt. Same as the Owl's culture and the other purple ones, they only give 2%. So someone with all 5 of these activated in level 9 will get 65% buff total, and someone with all of the other ones will get, 6% times 3 plus, let's say, these two. So we're talking about like, 20% or something. And as I said, the damage dealt is worth probably double all the other stats combined, which is very, very broken. But you only start getting damage dealt after level 5 and 6, so it's going to cost you a lot to get there. So for these, you need pay to win. Like you see, there was an event that was just happening where this decoration came out, but only buying the first 3 packs, I only got 1 unlock and 10 token, and now I can level it up. So boom, I get that. And that's it. Now I would need, 12 to get to the next level and so much more to get to the last levels. It will be incredibly costly to get anywhere near that. So you get these decoration blueprints. So you will be able to purchase these. You will see there's this event here, Wondrous Architecture or whatever. So it's basically 50 cents per blueprint. You can go all the way to the end for hundreds of dollars and get hundreds of these at a time. And you will need to buy basically $2,000 worth of these to max out one of these guys. And that's really the only way. So when the events come out, you'll get like a very small amount of free tokens, but that's it. You otherwise will have to spend. Or currently, there's also an event for the Black Friday, and this is going to be something that we'll probably see recurringly, where there's events would give these kind of sculpture now. So you see here, you can choose between token heroes or universal blueprint. So this is going to be something new where you get to choose because they're both worth a lot. And you see in this event, currently, I am able to purchase some of these for a discount. Now, you purchase everything else, and you see when it glows yellow, it gives you the highest discount that you're going to get. And these need like a buck of a special kind, and you will see that to get this buck, I will again need to spend money and gems. So I would say for sure buy the ones with the gems. It's really worth it. And depending on how much your account has, you can try and buy the first few packs here. I'm not gonna buy it all, but for a small amount of money, you're able to get, let's say, 51 of these, and then this event will allow you to refresh and get more and more, but eventually you'll run out of bucks, as it is going to be pretty costly. But in this kind of event, you want to just make sure that you discount everything to the max. So you want to discount these guys for sure, and you'll see there I go. And now I discounted more of these. So this is really the most worthy ways of doing this, but again, it's going to be a pay to win event, and you're going to get like one of these a day, so you're not going to be able to do much without spending a lot of money. Here as well, there's going to be some of these boxes that you're going to get, but these are not as good as you would think. So as we said earlier, there is different tier here, right? There's the 2% one and the 5% one, or 0.2, I guess, and 0.5. So these are also gettable from the merit shop. So if you go in here, there is in the merit shop, you're going to be able to buy these random decoration as well as these guys here. Now, I've purchased this already this week, but you will see that it is something you can purchase. Now, I have some in my inventory, and you basically can purchase them, you know, on a weekly basis. These guys, it's 2 per week, and these guys, it's 2 per day. So I recommend doing it, especially for free to play. This is the only way you're going to catch up and do anything with this. Now, there are choices. So let's say I would say all of them, I want the owl, then I get the owl. And this one is a random legendary. So you'll see I get a choice. And when you look at it, it says that you can only get the 3 bad ones. So it's never going to give you the super good ones. You're only going to be able to level up these less good ones that are, you know, pretty bad. But for a free-to-play player, if you do this for a long time, you will eventually get, you know, all 3 of these maxed up and 2 of these maxed up. Or if you spend a little bit, you might get 1 of the expensive one maxed and everything else to like the max. So you'll get a decent buff, but you'll get basically less than half of a pay-to-win player, and you're never going to catch up without spending thousands of dollars, which is pretty crazy to me. Once you have these guys, you'll see they are much cheaper to level, but you also are going to be able to exchange decoration. Do not do that. I would never do that on these bad ones. They're just not worth it. Like, you will get it from a weekly merit over and over. Some events, as we saw just right now, the maple can transform into these boxes, get more random ones, try and focus on one at a time, get the maximum amount of buff you can for it, and that's it. That's all you can do long term. Like, right now, they're not even better than these ones at level 1, so it's going to take a while. But, you know, it's pretty crazy to me. The purple one is the same. Again, do not spend this. Like, I would never do, you know, that's crazy. Like, you would spend so much. 6 of these for one of your choice is like absolutely insane. I mean, it's all insane, to be honest. Like, even here, like, you know, it's 10 at a time. So you need 10 of these to make one of these. So even with 110, which I just bought, I can't even make one of these. So, like, you know, it's going to be a very, very long road in order to get these guys up. And as I said, if you come here and purchase this bundle, you will get, you know, more. The bundles go you know, much higher in terms of how much it gives you, but it's basically 50 cents each. So looking at the stats exactly right now, let's have a look. So this is the exact cost of it all. So to go to level 2 takes 10. After that, it's 12, 15, 18. Then afterwards it becomes 60, 75, 90, and 120. A total of 400 decoration, and because of the ratio being 10:1, it will be 4,000 blueprints. Now I just paid, you know, 30 bucks and I got like 110 or whatever with the event. But in general, from the bundle, you will have to buy them at 50 cents per bundle. So when you're buying the you know, the bundle over and over, you will have to spend $2,000 of the bundle to get enough to get 2,000. So it's, you know, absolutely insane. The last tier bundle gives like a few hundred, so you're gonna have to purchase the $100 bundle over and over again. It's just crazy. So this is how much it's gonna cost you, and basically most of the good stats come after level 6 or 7. So, you know, if you get to like level 5 or 6 for medium spender at 500, you are getting a good amount of the stats there for sure. So that's something to keep in mind. If you're just, you know, getting all of them at level 6, it's still gonna cost you crazy amount of money, but at least you'd get, you know, 6% of the buff, which is like half of the max really. And then maybe eventually you'd get here. So if you get to level 7, like, then it starts getting good. Like, you know, 6 and 7, like, you're at a decent level. Like, you're getting something decent. But still, it's absolutely crazy how much hundreds of dollars to just get that. And you can do it 5 times. Meanwhile, Whales will be able for $10,000, maybe a little bit less because of these events, but they're still going to have to spend on them. Going to get a huge amount of bonuses and stats over everybody else who can't spend that money. So, I mean, it is pretty crazy. Like, I do see the reason why adding something like this makes sense, because Whales currently have not much to differentiate themselves other than pets and, of course, having, you know, a million troops. Or millions of troops, I should say, and healing them. You know, in a 1v1, I outtrade many Whales who have spent 50 times what I've spent, because I have a few marches that are also max. So this is going to make Whales way stronger. Now, I could see it happening. I could see it being justifiable, but not to this level, not 65% stat wise. You know, half of that maybe. But like, I mean, this is absolutely crazy. Let's look at more numbers to even blow our minds even more. So this is a recap of what it's going to give you in terms of stats. So if you get the legendary 5 pay to win decoration, 13% stat times 5, so 65%. If you get the 0.2, it's 6% each, and the 0.1 is 4. So, you know, if you combine them, luckily, if you're able to spend $2,000, you're going to get 113, and then these you're going to get for free eventually. But it's going to take you a year plus to get any of these lower ones for free with the merit store only. If you spend a little bit in the events and stuff, it'll take you less time, but I'm estimating many months before any of us are able to get this. And even a medium spender or low spender with, you know, 3 times the 6% and let's say 2 times this, you know, you're not even close. You have like 18 plus like 8, I guess, so 26, and you have no damage dealt at all. This guy has 65, so he has 40% stat more than you. It's insane. So here is the time it's going to take you for getting a merit store decoration. So you are going to need 400 of them, so 3,200 blueprint from the merit store. You get 2 per week, so we're talking about the legendary one. So that's 200 weeks. So basically, you know, crazy. That's like 4 years. So before you get these guys at level 9 to get the 6% garbage stat, it's going to take you 4 years. So it's going to take a very long time. And you're also going to have to farm 140 million honor, which I'm guessing is merit in this case. So I hope you're ready to be farming this forever. Again, this is obviously not what's going to happen. People are going to use some of these ones at level, like, let's say 2 or 3. Like, you know, the 6% stat here, like, is basically outclassed by you getting to level 6 here by quite a lot. And, you know, getting to level 6 is a few $100s. So, and plus when you spend the events and stuff, like mine's at level 3 already, almost, kind of. So it won't be too hard to get a few of them at level 4, 5, 6. Maybe one of these maxed out and one of these maxed out, like they'll kind of substitute. And then you're slowly going to grind for years, just leveling up the other ones. It's just, you know, it's pretty damn crazy how expensive and how stupid this mechanic is, to be honest. I'm very shocked that they would implement this out of nowhere. It's also very lackluster in terms of, like, you can't see it anywhere. It doesn't give your city effects, like, you know, sure, they're my city and they're like, oh, they're pretty, but it doesn't show you that they're higher level. No one can see it. Your troops don't look cooler. You also don't have any buffs or anything. So when you're looking at different stats in the battle log, all you'll see is that your person has more stats than you. But that's it. Like, there's no way to even know. So when you're rallying, do you know someone who has max decoration or not? There's no way to tell who's doing what. So it's just like, when you're losing a rally, like, well, you're going to use people with max decoration, I guess, eventually. So it's going to be only max well decoration who are going to ever rally, only defend, like, which is, you know, still pretty much what's happening, but not really, not always, not in every server. So, you know, it's pretty crazy upgrade. I don't update. I don't really have much else to say. Going back to this, this is for the mage units, but they're all pretty much the same. It just shows kind of what these stats are worth and how stupid it is. So, the difference between T2, 3, 4, 5, is, you know, approximately like 26-27%, I think. You know, it goes up incrementally, but, you know, between a T4 and a T5, like, it's like basically 22%, I guess. And it would be estimated that between a T6 and a T5, it would be another, like, you know, 27%, 28%, meaning that, like, if you have 5 deco at T5, like, all maxed out, you would be 26% stronger than T5, which is exactly what you'd expect a T6 troop to be. So 5 deco T5 would be, you know, 1% less strong than T6. So if we had T6 troop, this is exactly what it would look like. This is the amount of strength difference between a T5 and a T6 troop. So this is it. Like, this is the tier 6 troops of Call of Dragons. You need to spend $10,000 and you have them. You will be able to do that over a long period of time, but you're gonna need to spend probably at least $8,000 to get it. Like, there's no way around it. Like, someone who's spending no money at all in place for 4 years and have all the other decoration will be not even half as strong as someone with this. So, good luck, everyone, I guess. playing against Wells now, it's going to be a huge difference in the field. It's just, you know, the amount of power that you get is 26% stronger. So it's a huge difference. And it is, in my opinion, pretty damn groundbreaking. There's one of these for every unit type. They all look pretty much the same. There is just no word as to what this is going to do to Call of Dragons, because it will alienate almost every other player. Now, there's a lot of spenders, like even like me, who spends like small amount but decently constantly, right? Like every month a little bit here and there, buying a few packs. Like, you will never catch up. You're going to be like spending on still other things. You still need heroes, you still need pets and gems and all that stuff. And this, you're never going to catch up. So I don't know. I really have no word as to what we're going to be able to do. Get your merit, get whatever you can to get the small amount of buffs from the other one, because you need that, because otherwise you will fall behind even more. But I mean, like, this is just ridiculous amount of stats that you're going to not get. So yeah. I have no other word. Let me know what you think. I've seen quite a few videos from other content creators. I'm sure, you know, many people agree. Like, this is a huge blow to the entire community, and very greedy and very bad from the developers for sure. But I mean, other than quitting and not spending, there's nothing anybody can do, because I mean, that's just what it is. Yeah, well, you know, we'll see what it does to the game. We'll explore what it does. I mean, within a few weeks, we're going to have a few players with, you know, $10,000 spent, who are going to have all these stats. They're going to be the rally leaders, and that's all you're going to see. And then you're going to fight open field and get crushed by them. But, you know, it's going to be interesting to see them all fight and give $10,000 to the devs for this. So, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.